Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to Rezrog. It's a turn-based dungeon crawler made by Sophog. I don't know why, but I'm on this like weird dungeon crawling kick right now. I'm not entirely sure why, but hey, the games industry seems to be supporting this habit, addiction, whatever you want to call it. And so we might as well make the most of it. So we've got characters. This is your party. Click on any of the characters to see their description, give them a name, open their inventory, skill book, stash, etc. So we got the Warlock. Warlock starts with a staff. Upon leveling up, the Warlock's intellect increases by 1 and endurance by 1. Paladin, Archer, Mage, Rogue, Warrior, and Summoner. Interesting. I think I'm going to go Paladin for starters. Probably. It just seems like a good idea. Okay, so world map is our gateway to exploring. Okay, enter... so that's how we enter the dungeon. Well, first, can we... Okay, we can rename the Paladin. And... I'm terrible at naming. Like, truly awful. Okay, truly awful paladin. Alright, enter the dungeon. Let's see how this goes. Oh, this is not going to be good. Alright, rescue prisoners. You must rescue all prisoners to proceed to the next dungeon level. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, the dungeon will be affected by the following modifier. Experience gained by 25%. Nice. Alright, so what do we got here? What's this thing? Loot. We've got a sword now. That's nothing. Okay, probably want to stay away from the vent. Well, this is a neat setup. I really like this, actually. So it makes it look like a dungeon crawler. That's neat. Is there a way to... Wait, there we go. I'm gonna wait one more. Ow. Okay. This thing hurts. Whatever it is. Oh, it was like a grub. I gotcha. Okay, so we get a couple of healing potions, maybe. Do we get HP back by just wandering around? 20 out of 41. Doesn't look like it. Okay, good to know. What's this? No idea. I like this style. Is there a way to rotate it all? Oh, so there is. Okay, well that's useful. Let's check out the book first. New skill, piercing attack. Deals 120% melee damage to first target. Okay. I'm not entirely sure how movement and stuff works in this game. Oh, that's some really nice UI there. Alright, well, let's drink some potions, I guess. Let's see, so we get some mana potions. Yeah, so part of my problem is I don't get the first strike, because I'm not entirely sure how attacking works in this game. Okay, we also get Fortitude. Increases the user's health by 40%. Oh, I see. So in combat, you get to be able to move your full speed. Instead of being like a standard dungeon crawler. It actually goes to like turn-based mode. Well, that's neat. And we go up to full health because we leveled up. Well, let's take a look. So we level up here. So we got strength. Increases melee damage. Intellect. A magical weapon damage. And elemental resistances. Agility. Damage with a ranged weapon and dodge chance. Endurance. Health. Luck. Better quality and more loot. Well, let's go damage for the time being. There we go. So, mainly I just want to be able to hit things as hard as possible. Okay, so we can rescue this dude. I think I rescued him? I don't know. He was like kind of shining and then... I don't really understand. Whatever, we'll figure it out later. I thought I saw some like words over there on the other side. But that's okay. I really like this style. It's classy. Alright, let's check inventory. We've got unknown armor. Now, is this scroll of return? Oh, teleports the player to the exit of the dungeon if the dungeon objective is complete. That's useful. Anyway, can I... Oh, I guess we identified it. So we got elegant leather armor, strength, endurance. Oh, and there's a durability system. Well, that's, I'd say unfortunate, but it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Oh, and it even reflects on the character. Well, this is solid, actually. What's up with this guy? Let's get out of this dungeon. Oh, we stepped on a poison vent. Okay, so monsters killed. 3 out of 3, treasure looted, select your reward. So shield, weapon. Oh, let's go with the shield, probably. So armor. Because, yeah, we have a weapon, even if it's bad. Alright, and so we go back. Okay, so we have a character there. Let's return to the tavern for a moment. Okay, inventory. Access character stats, equip new gear, manage inventory. Alright, so let's open this up, and we've got a rotten bronze shield. Not much value for it, but that's okay. Oh. It's a two-handed sword. Well, that's frustrating. And what's this? A legacy gem. Used to forge legacy stats at the legacy forge. Well, I don't even understand that. Okay, skill book. Equip new skills by double-clicking and dragging to skill slots. Okay. So, we've unlocked these, and it looks like they have their own, like, EXP system. And we can upgrade them if we have the associated stats. Okay, fortitude. Yeah. Oh, does each character have different skills? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so we can kind of build the characters however we want. Item repair. Oh. Okay, so repair all. Really cheap. Okay, that's good. Shared stash. Well, I guess let's buy some more space and toss that over for the time being. Trader. Okay, so I can buy stuff. Unfortunately, we're out of money for the time being, but if I wanted to buy some loot, we could. I guess I could get a sealed common weapon. Let's get that. Legacy Forge. Use legacy gems and gold to forge legacy stat points for the selected character. These stats stay after starting a new party. Let's try forging? I'm not sure what this does. Okay, so... Oh, that means we get starting a stat point. Okay. Oh, and I quit. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, truly awful paladin. Let's try again. Let's just go I can redo this dungeon, right? Looks like it. I'm just gonna redo it for a moment here because I gotta see. Okay. So it looks like it's all kind of procedurally generated and so on and so forth. Monsters are 10% stronger. There's something about player can't move which worries me. But that'll be okay. Okay. Well, now that I understand combat, let's give this dungeon another go. And just get some extra loot while we're here. Okay, I'm gonna... Wait, let's do a piercing attack. Oh. Target is too far away. We have no moves left. Ow. Balls. Well, that's okay. We'll be fine. We've got... Can I use this to farm for healing potions? That actually looks like that might be the case, which is kind of crazy. Might not work that way, though. Okay, looks like we don't get any skill books. Go back, let's wait. Go here. Let's do piercing attack. Okay, there we go. Understanding has kind of been achieved. Oh, we actually get money this time around, so it looks like it is slightly randomly generated. This one's probably pretty consistent. The loot might just be a little bit different. Okay. I'm just gonna go for the wizard first. Oh! And that actually unsummons the skeleton. That's useful, no? And we've got an old wizard dude. Neat. I actually really like this game's style and so on and so forth. I don't know how many of you guys follow other things on my channels, but... Or my channel. I guess I don't have multiple. But I've been doing a D&D campaign lately, and Honestly, some part of me really wishes I could actually, put together, like, a D&D campaign using this style. Or not even campaign, but like a map, you know, with the block walls and so on and so forth. Okay, this time around, let's grab the weapon. For better or worse. But yeah, we didn't level up, and that doesn't surprise me. But it's nice to know that we have this tutorial dungeon that we can go back to whenever we feel like. Alright, so let's check, stash. So, modern leather armor, so it's got some intellect on it. A damaged wooden axe, and a repulsive wooden two-handed sword. So, let's probably toss a lot of these things over. That's not really useful for what I'm doing here. The one thing is, we could get the wooden axe and the rotten shield. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see, inventory. Okay. Let's go sword and board. Slightly less damage, more defense, maybe? And, oh, we get a... Let's get another point in strength. Hopefully that can boost our damage a little bit. Okay, and toss this over here. Honestly, actually, can I do shift-click, control-click, alt-click, right-click, shift-right-click? I was hoping we'd have shortcuts that I could use and abuse here. Oh well, might as well sell these. Actually, not worth a pitiful amount, which is kind of nice. Let's see, if I wanted to buy a helmet. Unknown helmet, fairly cheap, actually. What else we got? So, skill gems, food, what's this? Water. And rings and otherwise. What's this? No clue. Let's buy some rings while I got, actually, rings and amulets? Amulets. I'm just gonna buy, trinkets. Waste a lot of my money here, but seeing as we can redo dungeons as much as we want, there's no reason why I shouldn't. Okay, so rotten wooden ring. Got strength attached. Dirty, that's intellect. Intellect. Strength. Agility, I'll take it. And more intellect. Okay, so we have potentially a good setup for playing a mage soon. We'll look into that later. I guess I'll toss off the healing potions too. Alright, so truly awful the paladin. Let us venture forth onto wherever this is. I actually really like this game's style. It's, it doesn't take much animation, but it also does not take much, to make it look nice. Okay, all damage taken is increased by 20%. Some of these random effects can get a little rough. It also looks like you can have multiple random effects. I wonder if that's for, like, lower levels and stuff. Okay. I'll just do the piercing attack. Yeah, it looks like stacking a ton of armor on has worked out largely in my favor. Could have let these guys hurt themselves, actually, a little bit more on that poison vent. It looks like they will just randomly deal with it. Oh. I guess by breaking the crystal, we've managed to piss off some unholy hordes here. Okay. I might have screwed up. Oh, jeez. Okay, Paladin has been imprisoned. Okay, so apparently, if a character gets ganked on a run... Okay. I guess if a character gets ganked on a run, then we have to go save them. Okay, let's try this summoner. Summoner seems kind of useful. Let's grab the intellect-related stuff that we've got here. Okay. What are these things? Oh, level requirement 2. Okay, well that's useful. Anyway, let's do the tutorial dungeon first. That's neat that we can effectively chuck our whole party at things. Well, for starters, we're gonna have to get some new abilities. Okay, so we get... What's this? Roulette buff. Increases the gold looted from containers. Neat. And we get our starting staff weapon. I guess I'll just go up and hit it. Oh, okay. Wonder if I could have kited the guy. Whatever. We'll be fine. Take one potion. Hopefully, with Summoner, we'll be able to just summon a bunch of goons to fight for me, which will make my life easier. Oh, we get Frostbolt. Okay. I was kind of hoping I could shoot and move, but it looks like, Oh, why did I do that? I have no idea. Well, let's get the mana potions. So it doesn't look like we get mana back. Well, that's unfortunate. Also, it looks like, okay, here we go. Summon Imp. Imp has 20% of player main stats. Imp's attack in melee, up to 4 minions can be active at a time. Okay. Oh. Cannot use while not in combat. Okay, well, let's start summoning Imps. Oh, consumable item is on cooldown. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Can I attack him? Oh, he's not in line of sight. Okay, he's still not in line of sight. Alright, so do you have to be in direct melee for that then? I guess I'll go for his, like, skeletal minion first. Okay, so I think my strategy here is going to be, I'm going to play every character through this intro dungeon. Well, this is not going great. I guess maybe I can farm legacy stats or something like that. Alright, well, let's just take the warrior, because clearly everything else isn't working. Mage, archer, rogue. Yeah, let's go warrior. Seems like melee characters might be the better one for this. Summoner. But yeah, so by taking every character through the game, through the intro dungeon, we should be able to unlock some of the skills that we need. Okay, so what's this? 1 extra movement distance. Oh, that's useful. Okay, we're gonna have to go rescue my friends. Or party members, or whatever. Hopefully we can get stuff like mana regen later. Having casters that are entirely shackled by their mana requirements is going to be a bit rough. Okay, new skill, Weapon Strike. Just 100%, 120% melee damage. Well, so far having a worse time than the Paladin, which is not exactly good. Let's drink one more potion. Okay, let's see what our next skill is. I gotta remember I can equip these guys. Okay, Shield Bash. Oh. Okay, let's Shield Bash him. By Shield Bashing him, he can't summon his little goony skeleton thing. Which is super helpful. Okay, there we go. And we get the prison door key, which lets us rescue our summoner. So he's gone. And the other guy. And then lastly, we get some basic loot. So let's throw in the armor. The armor is plain leather armor, strength. Yeah, alright, easy peasy. But yeah, this way we'll unlock some extra, wish they wouldn't block the exit, but I guess it doesn't matter that much. We can get some extra skills, we can get some extra items. I guess let's grab one of these, see what we get. Because I have no idea what the little gem thing is. Okay, so let's return back to the tavern. Let's check our inventory. So what's this? Oh, I see. So that gives us a filthy bronze bracelet. Well, honestly, I'm just going to pour it all into strength. The faster that we can kill things, the better. I guess let's try the rogue next. Unfortunately, it seems like it's in my best interest to just keep redoing this dungeon over and over and over again until we get every skill that we want. Because who knows, some of these characters might actually have good things. So this is all damage taken increased by 20%. Oh yeah, that would kind of screw over my, that would kind of screw over run specifically. I wonder if you can leave. Interesting question. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot of tactics to the combat. It's just fight. For better or worse. Well, maybe we get a useful skill here. Bleeding Strike, 50% melee damage, and applies a bleeding effect of 50% melee damage for 3 turns. So that would be incredibly useful on most of my characters. Way more than the, just basic bonus damage. Yeah, because all I have to do is just bleed an enemy. Yeah, okay, we're throwing that on all of my characters. Honestly, I think I'm probably going to do Bleeding Strike comboed with Shield Bash. Bear Trap. Okay. Bear Trap might not be as useful. That kind of hurt. Is the wizard still bleeding? I have no idea. Okay, well there goes my healing. Looks like you can disengage combat if you go far enough away, which is useful. Fortunately, it looks like we can only bear trap in close quarters. And apparently my bleed didn't take? Not sure. Okay, well, one way or another. Prison door key, some armor, and let's go rescue this guy. There he goes. Yeah, so at level 10, we get extra skill slots. So eventually we'll be able to mix and match. Plus, we'll probably be getting some more abilities along the way here, too. Oh, that's okay. Anyway, let's get out of here. It gets kind of close. Alright, let's keep going with gems. Maybe there's something useful that can be obtained. Not sure. Okay, return to Tavern. So we've tried the Rogue. Rogue's armor has strength. I'll throw it on anyway. So, melee weapon. Oh, ranged weapon and dodge chance. Interesting. Looks like it helps with the daggers too, whereas doing this does drastically... Let's keep going with agility, probably. It's a little bit less, but maybe more helpful. I don't know. Okay. Oh, I see. That's like equipment and stuff. Okay, do we do warrior? Do we do... Let's honestly... I'm not keen on just redoing things over and over and over again, but it might not be a bad idea. Well, let's try the summoner again. Because maybe we can get it a second time around if I summon my minions. Mainly if I get this guy up to level 2. ASCII graphics. Oh. Well, that's worrying. Oh, interesting, because we failed with this guy, nothing that we did mattered. Okay. I guess I could almost kite this, but in retrospect, not super helpful. Okay, maybe we got to keep a little bit of our EXP? Hard to say on that one. Oh yeah, let's try this again. Let's not squander all of my mana fighting the rat, though. I just want the rat to... Ha! Bonus strike. Yeah! Yeah, if we go into the wizard fight... If we go into the wizard fight, I bet life would... like with full mana, I bet life will be easier. Instead of squandering it ahead of time. Not to mention, Frostbolt really doesn't do that much damage. Okay, range infinite. It's an interesting point. Okay, up to 4 minions can be active at a time. Oh, cannot use while not in combat. Well, that's frustrating. Oh, right. Wow. The imp is kind of trash. There we go. Okay, yeah, so we're probably gonna have to leave the summoner for way later. What was that? I guess we leveled up. So imps attack in melee. I don't know what to think about this character. You know, I'm just gonna leave this guy as such for the time being. I could see imps being really good on a melee character. Okay, so we've rescued the person. We get some kind of cape. Maybe the cape gives us the mana regen. But yeah, I might actually throw the imps on like the paladin. Because if imps have 20% of your stats and they attack in melee, then by that logic, giving them a like melee stats, like giving them to a melee character would probably help the most, I assume. Okay, let's go back to the tavern. So we've done that. Let's check inventory. So what do we got here? Robe. Thick cloth armor. Oh yeah, it's slightly better than the modern armor that we got. And we've also got some dirty leather armor, which is about the same but lower durability. I'm gonna toss it over. Same thing with all the rings in the amulet. Okay, so we've got an archer and we got a mage. Let's go with the actually let's go with the warlock. We haven't tried him yet. Well, I guess we can throw on the dirty leather armor. Improve his survivability just by a bit while we're here. At this point, I'm just going to try every single character for this first episode, and then we'll start actually dungeon crawling with all of them. Like I said... Oh, wait. Let's exit the map. All progress will be lost. I want to try something. Because I don't care about progress we just started. We want to go to here. Let's try skill book. So we can't equip that. Whereas, could I equip it on the dwarf? No. It's locked in? I'll have to see how that works then. Or is it because... Do I have to unlock it first? Oh. So if we go back to the summoner... and we drag these things off, and then we go to the warlock. Summon imp. Okay, we don't want to do that though. We actually want to do that on the warrior. Let's get rid of this. Mana cost 25. Does he have enough mana? He just has enough mana. I don't know if it's a good idea or not, but maybe? Anyway, so yeah, skills are interchangeable. However, only one character can have the skill equipped at a time. Not exactly the best, but I'll take it. Alright, so skip. What do we got? Damage done by air skills increased by a certain amount. Fair point. But yeah, we'll have to think about the summoner a little bit harder than we have been. There we are. Well, Warlock seems to do a fair bit more damage. I think the Summoner's a little bit more of an all-rounder. Because the, let's see, so what do we got? Arcane Missiles. 3 missiles dealing 40% magical damage. Each missile attacks its own target, if there are enough targets. Okay. Well, we dodged. We didn't level up, but that's okay. Looking pretty good. Okay, what's the range on it? Range 5, mana cost 20. Ooh, pricey. And what's the other one? Ice Nova. 50% magic damage in 1 tile radius and freezes the affected targets for 1 turn. Okay, let's move here. I'm just gonna hit him. He's gonna summon his goons. And then we're gonna Ice Nova. It didn't freeze them. Dang it. Alright, whatever. This game feels a little bit predisposed against melee characters. Alright, well, let's take the archer into the dungeon. Let's see if the archer can do it. Otherwise, we come back at the very end with the warrior and wipe them all out. Or we start a new party and I farm for stat points. We'll figure it out. Okay, so what's this? Monsters are 10% stronger. That's worrying. It's a bit rough that the tutorial dungeon is so deadly. Part of the problem I'm running into is healing items are kind of useless. That's not going to go away, is it? So it looks like most enemies have to be in a direct line for me to be able to hit them. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, yeah, I guess we'll just have to live with this here. I'll name the characters later. I think I can rename them as much as I want, too. But yeah, so the issue is these health potions are only good for healing outside of combat because drinking them takes an action. Okay, so we have basic skill. Just want him to come down my direction. Kind of wish I could pass turns here. Okay, there we go. That'll do the trick. And this will stick him on a poison vent, so he has to fight me on top of it. Oh! You only take damage walking through the poison vent. I'll heal up to full. Oh, I wasted my turn because I was typing in, because I pressed spacebar. Stupid bugs. Okay. Yeah, the other thing I should do is probably just run, actually. Oh, and she gets imprisoned too. Well, that's what I get for trying to type in my name. Oh, bugs are my favorite. Alright, well, last one we gotta try out is the mage. And then we'll go back through with the warrior and kick ass. But yeah, it feels like casters are decidedly underpowered for the beginning of the game, which makes me a little bit worried. So what I'm probably going to do is buff up the warrior a bunch between episodes, maybe run this dungeon a couple of times. I mean, obviously, we're going to have to rerun it to recapture my allies. But part of it is, like, target is not in line of sight. That means I can't attack an enemy on a diagonal with ranged attack, which I guess isn't so bad, but, that's got some serious detractions. For, like, ranged combat, especially when I'm probably gonna have much flimsier characters in melee. Maybe, I guess we do the same amount of damage, it's really just our lack of HP that's the issue. Okay, Fireball. Now, feels like the mage might be a little bit more effective here. That really did not do as much damage as I thought it was going to do. Yeah, maybe if we can get some extra movement speed on like an item or something, that could also work, because you can kite people around. Well, let's drink the potions. Because Fireball is expensive. Okay, let's see what the new move is. Ice Slab. Immobilizes targets caught in the skill for 2 turns. And does 15% magical damage for each turn. Well, I'm just going to do a Fireball on him. Okay. That's interesting. Oh, that's how we unlock it. Okay. I guess I'm just gonna do that and run away. Okay, so he unsummons. I'm just gonna drink everything. What's if he resummons a dude? Okay, there we go. Let's lead with the Fireball. Oh, there we go. He's just dead. Okay, guess we don't have to rerun this with the warrior, though. I might want to do that anyway. Alright, well, there's my forlorn characters. There's my requisite loot. Is that all of them? I swear I had, like, 2 people locked in here. Didn't this... No, the summoner didn't die this time around. Was it just the wizard? I have no idea. It, like, some of these tactical abilities are kind of rough. Like, Ice Slab requires you to be in melee with an enemy. I don't know. I'm sure maybe upgrading it will make all the difference. Maybe. Okay, so gathering heroes for a feast. Okay, but yeah, this is much more roguelike-y than I was expecting it would be. Which is actually pretty okay, so let's pop this open. We get a Amulet of Intellect, and we get a plaincloth armor. I guess I'll give it to her for the time being. It's not really that helpful. And honestly... Oh. Does this increase... Okay, it does increase my mana. Put a little bit into endurance, though, just because we're going to be taking hits. And not dying seems like the name of the game. Okay, let's see. So how's this guy doing? He's 39 EXP before I can... Okay. Well, I got a fair amount of money. At least for a little while. These one-handed or two-handed? I have no idea. Ooh, sealed uncommon weapon. Let's see if I can pick that up. Unknown armor. Also, I'll buy as many helmets as I can grab. Same thing with shields. What do these do? Used to upgrade earth skills and stuff like that. Well, okay, gotta check that then. So, by using these... they can be upgraded. But can I... So there's levels, but can I, like, put points into it? I have no idea. How much are these? Not overwhelmingly expensive. I'm gonna just start loading up on them, in case I need them. The other thing is we got Scrolls of Return that we can use. Okay, well, let's check our inventory for a second. Okay, so we got a little wooden hammer. 2 to 4 damage versus 1 to 2. I'll take it, even if it's not the greatest. And a scratchy bronze shield. Strength and strength. Oh, so they do the same thing as far as I can tell. Okay, I guess I'll just keep them around. I'll toss them in the stash for a moment. Eventually we'll sell these things, but still. Okay, last thing would be, we need some more healing potions. How much are they? Oh! Small health potion restores 25% HP. Oh, that's actually a little bit more useful. Alright, so you got the weakest warrior. I'm gonna bring the weakest warrior out to the starting tavern again. Not my favorite thing to do, and we'll do impressions. I just want to mess around with imp summoning and see if it's actually worth it. But anyway, so this game's neat. It's a little bit of a rough start, but it kind of feels par for the course for dungeon crawling. And we're going to summon the imp. See if the imp is good or not. Honestly, it feels like the imp is kind of pure garbage to begin with. Also, the imp does not last. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, that's okay. I'll probably swing it out. Okay, we've already got this skill book. Okay, well that was kind of pitiful. Okay, but yeah, it's a bit of a rough start and very, very clearly skewed for melee characters. But it's not bad. I love this style. It seems really, you know, well made. At least visually and so on and so forth. And like the character designs are great. The music is pretty good. The sound design is great. It's just a matter of like how even, I guess, the experience is going to be going forward. So I'm probably going to focus most of my efforts into the warrior, the paladin, and maybe the rogue to some lesser degree. And with luck, we should be able to, you know, have a fairly decent set of runs going on that don't just fail the moment I go onto the second dungeon. I don't know. But so the game is out tomorrow. And I think it's 15 bucks? I could be wrong. 15 bucks seems to be kind of the, like, default assumption nowadays. Alright, so we get necklace with intellect. We should probably... We got some money. Let's go back here. What's he selling? I was hoping it would be selling some more common physical gems. Well, I guess we could actually buy... Oh. Yeah. So, it was a stack of 2. Okay, here we go. I guess let's sell the armor. Intellect necklace. Basic starting equipment. Let's go back here. Let's buy rings. And let's sell the potions. Holy crap, the potion's worth a ton of money. Well, considering my warrior is not even going to be using... Well, this is mildly abusable, honestly. Grab a gem, too. Okay, so what do we got? We got a revolting bronze ring with some strength. The intellect. I'll throw on the agility. It's not that helpful, but still. Intellect. Intellect. Doesn't really help him that much. But we also have water resist for whatever reason. Oh. Not just water resist, but increases gold looted from containers by 47%. Oh. That's why you want to do these things. Okay. Oh, can I afford the other one? Sort of. Here's the other trick. Let's go with the rogue. Let's sell the potion. Let's buy the other gem. And let's see. What's this one do? Equipment breaks 44% slower. Okay, so gems are where useful things happen. That's super useful to know. Anyway, let's see. So I guess with this, I'll see you guys in the next episode of Rezrog. Or hopefully, hopefully we can kind of make things work. Oh yeah, characters and legacy stats. It's going to be a bit rough to farm. Well, hopefully maybe those are a little bit more common. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so if you guys like this episode in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know, and if you want to see more, let me know, because this is pretty fun. Rough, and I'm probably going to be kind of whiny about my characters getting ganked, but I'm just getting the feeling that that's going to be par for the course. At least it's not fully permadeath. I think we lose if we lose our entire party. So if we do run into trouble, I guess I'm just gonna have to grind the first dungeon over and over and over again until the warrior is beef strong McKill fast instead of the weakest warrior. But anyway, yeah, so leave me a like, helps more than you know, and if you want to see more, hit subscribe, because yeah, I'm probably gonna do a fairly decent length series on this. I don't know how long the game is gonna be, and I don't know how brutal it's going to be, but I'm pretty committed to trying to beat it. It's pretty cool. And I guess with that, I'll see you guys on the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching.